Joining us now is Ojinika Jinix Okpe with stories trending around the world.
100%.
Hello, Jinix.
Today it's 100%. He did it.
I hear that he's improving on a daily basis. We're going from here to here to here. 100.
I know it's because it's Friday, isn't it? Is that why?
Yes, it is.
We are missing Dr. Abati so much.
I don't
know.
So much.
Well, all right. Good morning to you, viewers. Here are some of the stories that are trending across the globe.
In the United States, Attorney General Merrick Garland on Thursday appointed a special counsel, one-time U.S. Attorney Robert Hur, to investigate the presence of classified documents found at President Joe Biden's home in Wilmington, Delaware, and at an unsecured office in Washington, D.C., dating from his time as Vice President. Hur was previously appointed by former President Donald Trump, who is facing a criminal investigation for allegedly mishandling classified files. Then, singer and songwriter Lisa Marie Presley, the only child of rock and roll legend Elvis Presley, died on Thursday after being hospitalized for a medical emergency. Presley was dedicated to her father's legacy and shared his brooding charisma. She followed him professionally, releasing her own rock albums in the 2000s. She made headlines as she struggled with drug addiction and had 4 public marriages, including with music legend Michael Jackson and actor Nicolas Cage. She was 54 years old. In Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari on Thursday reiterated his call to foreign diplomats in the country not to meddle in the nation's local politics and to keep their activities and concerns within the limits of their calling and the reason for being sent to Nigeria. The president gave the warning while receiving letters of credence from ambassadors of Switzerland, Sweden, Republic of Ireland, the Kingdom of Thailand, the Republic of Senegal, and the Republic of South Sudan at the State House in Abuja. Under sports, Argentina's World Cup winning captain Lionel Messi and his heir apparent France forward Kylian Mbappe have been nominated alongside 14 players for the Best FIFA Men's Player Award. Real Madrid's Karim Benzema, who won the 2022 Ballon d'Or award, is also on the short list. However, Al Nassr's new signing, Cristiano Ronaldo, was left out of the list of nominees for the first time since the awards began. The Portuguese striker won the FIFA award in 2016 and in 2017 and was among the 3 finalists the following 3 years. FIFA will announce the 3 finalists in each category of the awards in early February.
My name is Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie and I am a writer.
Finally, under entertainment, award-winning novelist Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie has been featured in the first chapter of the Lady Dior handbag campaign by creative director Maria Grazia Chiuri, the first female director of the iconic French luxury fashion house. Chimamanda in the campaign was spotted wearing a t-shirt emblazoned with "We Should All Be Feminists," coined from her famous 2014 book-length essay about femininity and feminism, which she says have often been seen as mutually exclusive.
For a long time, people felt that to be a feminist meant somehow to reject everything to do with femininity. Right, so you had to, in some ways, kind of appropriate a man to be a feminist. And I don't think so at all. I think that femininity and feminism actually do complement each other. Women should be allowed to have a broad range of what they can be, of who they can be, of how they can present themselves. And so I think femininity is one of those options. And I love femininity.
Well, let's begin what's trending. The presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, on Thursday held a town hall with students of his alma mater at the University of Nigeria Nsukka Business School in Enugu ahead of his presidential campaign in the state. The former Anambra state governor, during the meeting, advised Nigerians not to hand the country over to a sick person. He also criticized candidates that have been absent from presidential debates, adding that character and competence should be used to evaluate whoever will be voted in as president. Well, After the town hall at the university, security men had a tough time getting the presidential candidate to his helicopter that was waiting to take him to his rally at the Michael Okpara Square as a crowd of supporters said goodbye. Let's take a look. Peter Obi, while addressing a mammoth crowd at the Michael Okpara Square, said that he is determined to lead a nation that its citizens, home and abroad, will be proud of. The former Anambra State governor also promised to destroy the structure of criminality, which he says has plunged Nigerians into poverty.
That was good. They told you have no structure. They told you have no structure. Our structure of criminality, structure of no fuel, structure of price increase, structure of no electricity, structure of poverty. That is the structure we want to throw away and bring structure of prosperity, structure of no more strike for students, structure of people living a life, having a job. That's the structure we want to bring in. This year's election will not be by religion. No religion buys bread cheaper. And it will be by my turn. It is your turn. It's turn of you to take back your country. I'm not contesting because I'm an Igbo man. I'm a proud Igbo man. But I'm contesting because I'm the best candidate.
While activist and Labour Party campaigner Aisha Yesufu, who was at the rally in Enugu State, encouraged supporters to use their PVCs to vote out incompetent leaders.
We will use our PVCs, we will go to the polling units, and we will vote them out. You must understand that power belongs to the people, and we are the people.
Peter Obi had a successful turnout in Enugu State. That last visual where he was jumping up the stairs, I thought it was cute because he always has to do that to show people that he's fit, refined.
All right. So a couple of things. One thing is certain. Everything is on the ballot this year. But the most important thing on the ballot is the competence and the soul of Nigeria. The competence of the candidate that will emerge president.
Yes.
And the soul of Nigeria. It has never been this bad. The last 8 years has been a tumultuous time for Nigeria. All indices are down. I sound like a broken record player if I want to talk about it over and over again. And that's why it is so sad, like the candidate commented on, that people didn't still deem it fit to attend debates. Yeah. And like I said, anybody that didn't debate in this election cycle disrespected Nigerian people. What is a debate? A platform for you to espouse your ideas. If you want to lead a country, you must be able to debate your ideas. And that's why, please, going forward, I know it's not legal yet, but we must be able to put legal sanctions on people that don't debate. And the people, most importantly, should be those that will stand tall. And please, let's forget this argument of, most people are illiterate. It is the elite people that watch debate. No. If we would translate those debates in local languages for people, let us do it. because they have a right to hear what their candidate wants to do for them. No matter who you are in this country, even if you can't speak English, you understand your local dialect or your local language. So please, debates are mandatory. And he also said, we can't afford people that have medical conditions not to tell us their medical conditions. Let's not forget, we had a president that died in office. And that leading up to the campaign, collapsed at a point. So we saw it coming. And that's why it's unforgivable. We can also have a country where the president spent close to 200 days in a year out of the country. Do you know how much the country spent alone by parking the presidential jet abroad? We can't afford all of that because now we are broke. We don't have the money. So character is on the ballot. Competence is on the ballot.
Yeah.
As regards what is it called, the helicopter and all of that, yeah, that's politics season. That is, people are, crazy about him, just like people are crazy about other candidates. And as regards the things he said, hope he knows that a lot of Nigerians are writing promises down. I have a jotter now where I jot all the promises down for the presidential candidates. And we will ask them if they don't do it. Like Bola Ahmed Tinubu said, he will bring back the coal industry in Enugu. We will hold him accountable by that. Peter Obi says he will revamp education. We'll hold him accountable. Absolutely. Atiku said 10 billion for small businesses. The first thing we'll ask him is 10 billion for small. Kwankaso said 500,000 new entrants. That, we'll only write jam once every 4 years. We'll ask all of them. And they must all be accountable.
Well done. Ayo, I thought it was quite instructive, his, town hall at Nsukka as well, where he talked about the debates, as Rufai has highlighted as well. Yeah. He talked about the fact that in the United States alone, the presidential candidates always hold debates. And it's so important so we can hear their ideas.
I'm glad he was presenting an intellectual conversation before an intellectual audience. And just what Rufai said, that before we get to legal sanctions, I believe that before we get to legal sanctions, we should have human and moral sanctions. So we don't have to have everything spelled out, especially when it comes to debates, because if the people understand the power that they wield, and you know that if this were a private organization, you are the employer. And so if the person who is coming for an interview refuses, or who's supposed to come for an interview with you to tell you just why they're the best fit for the role, refuses to attend that interview, then you won't even give the person an audience, let alone hire that person. So at the end of the day, the best sanction should be the response of the people. To what extent do we want to hold our candidates to account? It's not just the media who's calling for the debates. It should be, the media is the voice. We're acting as the voice of the people. The people should challenge the person who's coming to them to seek their votes. And then with respect to the PVCs, which Aisha Yesufu spoke about at the end, I thought that was really important. INEC has extended the date of collection of PVCs by 1 week to the 29th of January, and also by 1 week at your ward level. Please don't complain. Get your PVCs. You are the most powerful arm of government. Ensure you wield your power.
All right, then. Well said, you guys. We'll take another story. The governor of Delta State, Ifeanyi Okowa, on Thursday commissioned the state's first state-of-the-art floating market, which he says will create more economic opportunities for the riverine communities in the state. The 6,000 square meter market is equipped with over 170 stores, a banking complex, and other auxiliary facilities. Let's take a look before we come back for a discussion.
And we are particularly proud of our governors who have tried to hold the flag flying. In this particular state of which we are very proud, this is the third governor of PDP extraction. And none of them have disappointed us. I'm happy that there is continuity in government.
I thought this was such a brilliant idea. Congratulations to the governor. This is my state. I was saying the fact that, we are always, we always have the flooding in Delta State. Yeah. I thought it was ingenious that they thought about creating a floating market, creating jobs for a lot of people.
This is laudable. Congrats to Governor Okowa. This is very good. But apart from infrastructural development, please, human development too. people that ought to be paid, pensioners that ought to be sorted out. So let's sort them out so that everything can move in tandem for the state. But good one for Governor Kowa. This is a good one.
Absolutely. We'll take another story. As Nigerians express apprehension regarding the availability of the newly redesigned Naira notes and the complexity of the banking system in the country, new videos have emerged showing victims of alleged bank scams. In separate instances, 2 women claimed that their money in large sums disappeared from their bank accounts. One of the victims went hysterical at a banking hall after 600,000 naira was allegedly deducted from her account. The other victim, Chiamaka Ajim, in a now viral video claimed that she had 4 million naira in her account, which mysteriously vanished. Let's take a look.
I bank with Zenith Bank, and yesterday night at about 8:43 p.m. I got debit alerts. The first one to to an Access Bank. It was 3.7 million transferred from my account to the Access account. And then I was confused because I don't understand, like, I didn't do this transaction. I did not authorize it or anything. And then I got a second one immediately, like just a minute later, because I was trying to actually go into my mobile app, and then I got another debit alert of 222,900 to the same Access account, to the same Access bank. And then a minute, it wasn't even up to a minute, I got another debit alert, 102,000 naira to a UBA account. I want my money back. Oh, now they're telling me it's only 850,000 naira. They were able to salvage from Access Bank. And it's Access that has the 3.9 million. UBA just has 102,000 naira. They're telling me it's only 850,000. They were able to salvage from Access. That's what they are going to refund to me. That you can't get a court order for them to refund it. That any other money, they are not liable for my loss. For over 4 million naira. Please, you should keep tagging these people, because I know if it's a celebrity that lost this money, they will attend to the celebrity, because they've seen an ordinary Nigerian. We don't care who go fight for them. They tell me saying that 850,000 they will give me back. I don't 4 million naira. I just lost my job December. This is money I'm trying to use to start a business. My rent is there. This is my life savings. Everything I've worked for since 2021 August. I moved to Lagos on my own. Please, I need my money back.
Oh, this is so sad, Ayo. I cannot imagine what this young lady is going through. I mean, she wants to start a business. She has no money in her account. What do you think is really happening here? The other lady, she was hysterical at the bank. She's like, I've never, had an armed robber in my house. I put my money in the bank. Now, this is the armed robber that I've come to meet her.
Right. This, and so sad, like you mentioned, her video was quite emotive. Watching it, a young lady who wants to make the best of her life, deposits money in her account. And these are some of the issues, Oji, that we talked about with regards to digital banking. These are some of the risks associated with digital banking, which we had talked about the CBN and individual banks highlighting and securing the monies of Nigerians, Nigerians. Earlier on, we'd spoken about the Royal Mail being attacked, cyber attacked, and these things happen. That's the truth. The only thing is that how is it managed? This young lady is able to trace the accounts that it was transferred to. So maybe someone got her details, or she was robbed, and then they got her details on her phone, and then they were able to transfer money from her bank account to another. The onus is on the banks to investigate this and be able to freeze the account, and then be able to trace the owner. At least we have BVN, don't we? That's the whole reason why we went through the BVN, process. Trace the owner, the destination account, and find out who and prosecute whoever is behind it. We cannot have Nigerians who are looking for their money because someone has stolen it. It doesn't inspire confidence in a cashless society.
Yes, absolutely. I thought it was important to highlight this lady or this woman so that the bank will take note. We shall take our final story. Cross River State last month celebrated its yearly festival, which attracted Nigerians from all walks of life. The governor, who is known for his bombastic rhetoric, shared how he felt about celebrating the carnival for the last time in this video that has now gone viral. Let's take a look.
I'm really proud that they gave me opportunity to serve them as governor for 8 years. As I eclipse out of the office, I do know that this state will miss me. Not just because I'm governor, because I come with style, I come with panache, I come with capacity, I come with intellect, I come with innovation. That's it. That's it. So
I come with everything. Sorry, I'm going to miss this man.
He's a professor.
He eclipsed out of office.
Yes. He's a professor. He comes with a lot of pizzazz. But what are the facts on ground?
Go ahead,
professor.
Tell us.
Where is Kali Air today? Where is unemployment rate in the States? What did he do for his people? All-time low on projects. All right, should we go further? This was the same man that employed thousands of aides in the name of creating employment. Where's Kala's Chicken today? How much is the money?
Kala's Chicken.
Where's Kala's Vegas today?
No, Kala's Vegas.
Kala's Vegas.
Yes, it was Kala's
what has he done for his state with so much resource? Do you know today, Calabar is one of the dirtiest places in the country.
So sad.
And Calabar used to be known to be one of the cleanest
Rufai
places in
is not
Nigeria.
cutting this man any slack. Well, thank you all for your great analysis as always on What's Trending. Well, that's all I have for you on What's Trending today. I'll see you all tomorrow. Well, next week.